Welcome to the Accountancy Learning AAT sample paper debriefs. In this video, I'll take you through the Level 3 Tax Processes for Business Sample Paper 1 Task 7. This will be based on Finance Act 25. So Part A, we need to identify whether an employer must report the following information on a full payment submission or an employer payment summary. So there might be some information that we can use in the reference material for this. So let me bring up some relevant sections. And then let's go and answer the questions. So a claim for the employment allowance. So that's going to be going on the EPS. It's about a payment. We're taking a claim for the employment allowance. So we're going to show that on the payment summary. Employer's national insurance contribution. That's going to show on the full payment submission. And to inform HMRC that no employees have been paid. And that's on the EPS. Now we can see in the reference material here that for the EPS, it's file if no employees were paid in the month. And the full payment submission is payments to and deductions for all employees. An employer has registered with HMRC to payroll all employee benefits from the start of the tax year. All employee benefits are for cars and fuel. We've got to identify whether the statements are true or false. The employer must provide a P11D to all employees who receive benefits by the 6th of July following the end of the tax year. So this is about the P11D going to all employees by the 6th of July following the end of the tax year. This is actually false, because what they must do is submit the P11DB to HMRC by that date. So the second one is true. Class Birdie Limited employs several members of staff. The finance manager has reviewed the P60 for the tax year 25-26 and they were distributed to staff on the 20th of May 2026. Then we need to decide, have they been distributed late or on time? So looking at reference material 22, we can see that it says it has to be provided by the 31st of May. They were given on the 20th of May, so therefore they've been given on time. Sarah J is an employee of Class Birdie Limited. She'd queried the amount shown on her P60 as it does not agree with the amount she received during 25-26, which totaled £19,255. We're given her P60. We're also told that she worked for 10 months of 25-26 with an annual salary of £28,800 paid in equal monthly instalments. She was a member of the company pension scheme and her contributions were £120 per month and the employer paid in £72 a month. So we need to complete the table below to reconcile the amount Sarah J received to her gross pay and the amount on her P60. We need to enter answers to the nearest penny and all as positive figures. So her gross pay then, so this is important to make sure we're reading the information because it's 10 months. So we might be keen to jump and take the annual salary, but it's only 10 months of that. So she's actually only received 24,000 gross pay. Now the next one, we've got a drop down box here. So we've got to pick from our options. So what we're going to take off gross pay before we get to the taxable pay. and that's going to be the employees' pension contributions. And we're already given the figure for that there. So the taxable gross pay then is the 24,000 less the pension contributions. So we get 22,800. Now, what brings us down to net pay? So you can see that the question has already given us part of the answer here for national insurance, but we also know that Sarah J is going to have to pay income tax. So her income tax we can find on the P60. So we've got the pay and income tax details, and we've got in this employment 2,463.40. Then we need to put in national insurance contributions, and we can see that in this part of the information that we're given, employee contributions, and we've got our figure there, 1,081.60. So if you look at the gross pay, take off the pension contributions, we get our taxable pay there. Take off income tax, take off national insurance, which gives us the total net pay of 19,255. That brings us to the end of task 7.